Once again, back with another Nerds podcast, and today I'm proud to have a really cool professional wrestler, Mickey Knox. How you doing?
I'm good, Harry.
Thank you so much for doing this. It's really awesome, and I want to make sure I have this. What you say?
I said, oh, no problem. What's up?
Yeah, I want to make sure I have this right because I don't want to miss. Did you train on a who is it, Johnny Rods or something like that?
No.
Oh, just making sure. How did? How did you get started? Like, were you a fan as a kid?
Of course. I think we all have to stand something again, right?
Yep. What?
Otherwise, we're complete total psychos.
That's true. Who was?
Well, we still are, but.
Mm-hmm. Who was the wrestlers as a kid that you vacated towards you when you were a kid?
When I was about 7, I went with my sister to the bike, and I watched this Texas whose name is Jack, whatever. I watched her beat up Downtown Brutal. It's brutal, and I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Okay.
Fell in love with it. Then I started watching her and stuff, and even, like, as I grew up, I still loved watching it. I started doing backyard when I was about 15 or 16 with my brother-in-law and his friend, and then eventually I started training with IWA and trained for about 2 years, about 8 weeks. That's what the other two were, the Ray or Ray Security, wrestler, and 2002, right?
Okay. Did you do any sports in school?
What?
Did you do any sports in high school?
Well, of course. I basketball and I played on a football team. And then I played softball.
Okay. That's cool. Now, when you first, like, I like to ask, when you first started training, who did you say you trained under? Who trained you?
I had a lot of different trainers. I had Gerard, Brothers, Dane, Rod Morton, Mark Bulls. Sometimes, like, when they would bring in other guys, I had, people like Paul Jonas to work out with me and stuff. People with core skills. So I was very blessed. Like I said, I was training during the week, I would train 5 days a week with 5 different trainers.
Okay.
They all had different wrestling abilities, different training styles. They, some of them had been in the business at that time for 20 some odd years. Others had only been in the business for 7 or 8, were at the top of the page, and, I was just very lucky.
Okay. That's cool. Like, I always like that. It's just like when you first took your first bump, what was that like when your first time you went up, get in the ring?
Well, to be completely honest,
Yeah.
I just remember because I'm old as hell. I'm 36 years old. I've had so many concussions.
Wow.
And I may have to get hurt. I don't really remember. I remember feeling nauseous, excited, and terrified, and crazy before my first match. I don't remember my first match because I got knocked out.
Wow.
And then I came 2 matches later and left for the rest of the night. Because that's what was expected of me. And I did it without complaining. It was what was complaining. You suck it up. You take it like a big girl. No.
Okay. Wow. Now, I tried it once a long time ago. I was in my early 20s, and it was a local gym, like not too far from where I live. And like they told me, and I got in the ring, and they told me to take my first bump, and I was like, I'm not built for this. This hurts way too much. So I give everyone props when they can get in that ring and be able to hone their craft, because that is not easy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
What like professional, like, we, go ahead.
But
Go ahead. I didn't hear what you said.
I don't even remember what I was going to say. I have that mommy brain. Sometimes if I'm talking, I don't know what I was going to say, or I walk in a room, forget why I walked in the room. Yeah.
It's all good.
It was kind of work anyway.
What was the what promotions outside the one you work with do you check out on a daily basis?
To be quite honest, if people send me things to watch, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want me to criticize and critique.
Yeah.
Some people want me to criticize and critique because they cry, because apparently I hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to. I'm doing the best if I can, but sometimes people are just too fucking stupid for their own good. And then, I get a chance to watch a new promotion or something. But for the most part, I really try to avoid watching too much wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would change me, and it would be an oversaturation of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went to a point where I became very angry at wrestling. Didn't want to be around it anymore. I found no enjoyment out of it because of people that were in it that were causing issues. And instead of me picking up the phone, I was always told to take it on the butt of your chin and just keep marching forward. And now I'm to the point of, I guess I'm at an age where I'm not taking anything to the butt of my chin anymore. I'd rather, punch you in the fucking throat if I get mad enough. And that won't happen because I don't get that back. But for the most part, I'm pretty blunt and honest. If I got a problem now, I say, people got a problem, they can come to me and either we can work it out or we know each other, and truthful about it. But for the most part, yeah.
Okay. Who have you wrestled so far you really enjoy wrestling? I mean, you can say anybody's name. I mean, even if I don't know, you can still say it regardless. Who do you like lately you've enjoyed wrestling?
Wait, what did you just say? Before you finish that question, you always like the middle insert.
Like I said, who do you enjoy wrestling?
Why would you know him?
I was saying, who do you enjoy wrestling now, like in your promotion and whatnot?
My answer to that is, why wouldn't you, if I said anybody, why wouldn't you know him? Today's technology and Google and all that, I'm sure you'd be able to do it like in 3 seconds. You put me on pause, like, hold on, let me go look at it. You go look at like a little snippet, you go back, like, oh yeah, I know you start. That's shit. Right, you're right. I'm just hoping, trying to get you listened up. It's not very robotic. I want anything to have fun with it. I like having fun. I'm a dork. Okay, you can check for it. Tell me, go. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, you're still playing? What do you like about wrestling? Let's try there.
What do I say? What do I like about wrestling?
Yeah.
Well,
What do you like about wrestling? Is it pageantry? Is it the story? Is it the contact? What is it?
I like it all. I like the psychology of wrestling. I like the stories. I like stories that go somewhere and then from its infancy. It's say where someone who you don't expect to achieve, the status they get, and it's like they express their rage to you why they deserve this. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch at one time, before she became the man, the heel, whatever you want to call it, she was just basically Charlotte Flair's buddy. She was like second banana for the longest time. And for a whole year, she climbed that ladder to get that championship title. And almost like I forgot that, that what's her name, Sasha Banks was in it. And at the end of the match, where after, Charlotte Flair won, even though she shouldn't have been in the title match at all, when she shook her hand, she stomped the crap out of her. And that's what she should have done. It's like, that was my shot. You took my shot. I like that story. That's still one of my favorite stories. She's technically supposed to be the heel, but she still get cheered because people saw that was BS. Like stories like that, I really like in wrestling, where some.
Like my favorite storyline in all of wrestling is still to this day, Angie Thompson versus Jerry Lawler.
Okay.
That is just that story, that the way they built that around everything, and they had so many people eating out of the palm of their hand. They had so many guys wanting to kill Thompson. They had girls willing to like get in the ring that had no wrestling ability. And she was ass whooping from these girls because she was out of town. That's what I'm saying. Like that was such determination to get this beautiful telling of this story, and then here you come with Lawler, who's a big deal at the time. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But she comes in and he's like, "Oh man, this is cool." And you get now a people's champion versus, you know, society telling women, "I'm better than you because I'm a man."
Yeah, he was genius on that.
That storyline was so progressive for its time.
That was
It was
genius.
just mind-blowing.
That
Austin was a real genius.
he was a genius, and he understands psychology. And you probably know this. You probably know this story, but he actually tried to pitch the idea to Vince McMahon Sr. And that was in a time where they didn't equate stars like Hollywood stars into their profession because they would feel like it would like weaken it. It would like show the facade like, man, this is an actor. He's not supposed to be in the ring. Clearly, this is all nonsense. And like he didn't want them to, you know, break kayfabe, but he respected Andy Kaufman respected wrestling. He respected psychology, and he knew that people down in Memphis would just want to break his neck because that's just disrespectful. That's genius. They haven't done like anything like that ever since then. I don't think anyone has ever done close to that kind of. You can't pull it off though now.
Yeah.
Because people know too much.
Yeah, well, people think they know too much.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why Tracy-
true.
That's why Tracy's mother, God rest his soul, Tracy's mother is my opinion, and a lot of other people will always be that master of the art of telling stories. She's so timeless. Even as she got older, she adapted to way her art and everything else, and you know, she knew she didn't disrespect people or fans. He knew that these people now had insight into the business and stuff, but he used it. He didn't treat people like idiots, but he just adapted to group.
Yeah.
Like Tracy, there's not a point time in history that Tracy was never over in that ring. Every time he stepped in the ring, he was goddamn there. He wrestled three bears. But he was in that every time Tracy was in that ring, everybody's guys were always rooting him. The boys in the back, the promoters, the kids, the crowd,
Okay.
everybody was listening to what she had to say. She
Wow.
was like the heel at the time. They wanted to know exactly what she was going to say about this.
Okay.
We had people so mad in Alabama one time that they tried to jump the guardrail. And me and Tracy were ready to go down. I mean, I had
Wow.
a big old whooping stick she would carry around everywhere. And I was ready. Just because we made them so mad. Like, everything I learned about the way to talk to people, talk to a crowd, or even promo, everything I've learned is from Tracy on that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
He literally would be in the car for hours. And there was so much knowledge he could give to anybody. He was really the great. Tracy was the best. I don't care if anybody's got a bad word to say about it or not. They can fucking kiss my ass.
Cool.
What your problem is with Tracy? The truth
Yeah.
of the matter is, she was wrestling. She was the entitled, like the embodiment of wrestling. And she will always be a wrestling. That's
Cool.
just the Tracy.
I like
She
that.
tell me all the time, you know, because you never call me. But I think, you know, this world, like, full of pieces, you know, just go down the road. It's not.
Mm.
Look over there, there's your face. Every day. I never got it. Got it.
Okay.
That's you this though, Tracy was convinced that he had sex with my mom. That was
Okay.
interesting. Right?
Okay.
We were on our way to West Virginia, and Tracy and me were by ourselves, and I'm driving. I always drove.
Mm-hmm.
And Tracy's like, thinking I was going to tell me about your family. And I'm like, all right, Tracy, what do you want to know? He said, tell me about your mom. I said, well, my mom died when I was little. I was 13 when she died. But she was great. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, tell me about your dad. I said, well, my dad's shit. I was just 6 months off some scenario. He died in a war. He's like, okay, let's talk about your mom now. I'm like, all right, Tracy, whatever you want. We're going down the road, and he's asking me all these questions about my mom. I'm not really thinking much of it, just the way Tracy was.
Mm-hmm.
And, sorry, I take a break. And, he goes, hey, do you happen to have a picture of your mom? And I was like, yeah, I pulled up a Facebook picture of her children.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me my phone, and then Tracy was quiet for 20 minutes straight. Anybody that's ever traveled with Tracy knows, if he's quiet, the only time he's quiet is if he happens to doze off. Then he'll wait right back and go right talk about whatever he was talking about before he fell asleep. Like, he's looking over at him, and he's just staring out the window, super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, it starts. He's like, it was June 1989. I was down the street at the KFC buffet, and your mom's friend was in the back with one of the other boys getting it on, and me and your mom were sitting down watching TV. I'm like, Tracy, no, my mom did not like wrestling at all. Like, no, that would not happen. He's like, no, we go to June 1989. I remember it like it was yesterday. Thunder Brothers down the street, KFC buffet. Me and your mom watches TV. Your mom's friend and another wrestler kicking on the back room. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So then she starts proceeding to tell me this story. Tells me that he gets up to go to the bathroom during this movie. And as he's walking back from the bathroom, sit back on the couch to my mom, and I'm using the air quotation here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He got up and allegedly grabs him by the arm. Now I'm thinking, I've known Tracy since I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I think I'm like 24, 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I'm hoping that he's going to stop right there, but I should have known better. He goes, thinking of him, your mom took me in the bathroom, and she went down on me. I said, Tracy,
What
no,
the fuck?
do not like wrestling. He's telling me, I'm telling you, too. 1989. They look like it was yesterday. I was running down the street. And I'm like, no, Tracy, whatever. But he keeps telling me, and he's like, no, Vicky, I tell you. He's like, so when she got done with me, we went to the bedroom with the best 30 seconds of my life, thinking I was almost your stepdad. Like, oh my God, Tracy, no. So at this time, my ex-mother-in-law was dating Full Kane. So Tracy proceeds to call Bull on speakerphone and tells Bull this whole conversation, this whole story. And to which Bull starts casting it, yeah, well, I'm having sex with her mother-in-law right now. So that was like a big deal now that they were both my stepdad. Thus making the circle at JCW in our little love triangle to see.
Wow.
So thanks, guys.
That's insane.
Your dad. My stepdad.
That's insane. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know how to respond to that story other than to say that's insane, because I like if some dude told me that he had sex with my mom, I don't know how I would react.
So the other thing is my little sister was actually born June 6th, 1989.
Fuck.
That's why I was trying to tell Tracy, no, Tracy, I think you got the wrong woman. Like, no. Like, my mom just had my sister Brittany and was at home on. And he's like, no, because of the telling you, your mom used to work the giving hands for this Jared or whatever. I was like, no, Tracy, I think you got the wrong woman. He was convinced. He was telling anybody to listen, he thought he slept with my mom. I'm like, oh, great. Sure, why not? Everybody's still at it, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. You didn't stun me because I don't. After that, one, I'm like trying to think of because I had a set questions that this basic question I was going to ask, but I'm more fascinated. Just your life is just more fascinating. To I just want to hear about just growing up in the business in general. Like I don't know what to ask now because I figured that topped the stories.
I mean, we ain't got to have anything. We can just like, I'm really good at that. Like, what's the craziest story you have pertaining to wrestling?
Like nothing in my life has been told to me, but I've heard stories. Like I listened to Jim Cornette told a story about it was one of the ribs that they used to do, which actually sound horrific. They're not even like funny; they're just mean. And it was two guys. I wish I knew their names. You probably can find it on like Steve Austin when he interviewed them. But the whole rib was basically one guy trying to pretend like he was gay, and they were downstairs in one of the auditoriums or whatever, and they were supposed to be pranking this Japanese wrestler who was supposed to be homophobic. But the prank was actually on a dude who was actually in on the prank. He was on his knees. He said, "Okay, pretend to open your mouth wide, and I'm going to pretend like you're blowing me." And then, like, when the dude came downstairs, he shoved his dick in his mouth. And then, like, the dude took off running and wouldn't speak to him for, like, days. But, like, that never happened to me. So I can't honestly, I don't have any stories that would be even remotely interesting. But your story beat mine in real life. I don't have anything in my life that's interesting like that. But you
watch any independent wrestling shows?
The only one I have gotten to ever go, and that was like, and I was in middle school, and there used to be an armory, like where I live I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, and Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man, would wrestle there, and there was a lot of other professional wrestlers who were like from that territory that wrestled there. Like old wrestlers used to come through Lynchburg a long time ago. Arn Essen used to come through there, and there's ours were the secondary shows.
Do you watch any independent wrestling shows like on the internet or anything?
Yeah, I check out women's wrestling. I check out I've been checking out quite a few of them here and there on YouTube, and I've been finding a lot of them. I've been like,
I'm gonna change your life. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The internet, look up IWTV. Okay, IWTV.com.
Okay.
And for right now, if you use the promo code Clubhouse, you'll get 5 free days. You
Okay.
get 5 free days to see the content on IWTV.com.
Cool.
I'm telling you, like, check out. I want you to go on there. I want you to check out, H2O. I want you to check out Clubhouse. I want you to check out, just start looking. There's crazy flips on there. Yeah, I have shades on there. So start looking on there. And I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. You'll get
I like that.
5 free days.
I like that.
You'll get 5 free days on there to give you all the content that you can handle.
Cool.
And then that way when you do these interviews, especially since you got a lot of people who've got a personality that's kind of like mine. We're all over the place. We're on the basics, you know how to chill it. And that way it'll just help you out in the picture.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
Have you ever seen
I haven't seen you wrestle, but I just been going through Facebook and just trying to find anyone who would be just nice enough to be on my podcast.
It's okay.
What's that?
No, it's cool. It's okay. Check out IWC. I'm on a few posts on there too. So
I'm gonna check you out. I want to see you wrestle.
Check it out.
Because
Okay.
you like a straight up badass anyway. I thought you would like a straight up badass anyway. So I really wanted to see you wrestle.
Well, Clubhouse would be a good one because currently at Clubhouse, I'm defeated, but I've never picked anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like one person I drowned,
Wow.
one person I hugged,
Wow.
one person I gave her my finisher 3 times and kept beating her in the head until she was unresponsive and I got pulled off her. Another person I handcuffed to a cage and punched him in the dick repetitively until he passed out.
You're awesome.
Definitely check it out. It's interesting fun.
You're awesome.
I can't promise you won't be therapy afterwards, but hey, if we don't have somebody to talk about the great shit in our lives, what are we really doing with ourselves?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, just one fun. No, there's no problem punching someone in the crotch. What Joey Janela? Was it Joey Janela? Someone uses a dick flip. I don't.
It's Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan, yeah, the dick flip. But he gets a lot of crap for it too. It's weird. It's very weird. Yeah.
I don't use my genitals that way.
No, it's weird.
Punish other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or punch him. I've never low flowed, but I do punch people in the neck.
There's something funny about that.
Let me punch you in the neck. There's no magic involved. There's no magic. None.
That's
especially people afterwards.
Yeah.
I allow women to have any instead of out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Great put out that way.
Yeah.
It's on a lot of sites, like, you know. If it's not there, it must be good.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about when China used to punch women in the nuts. She got that big tree trunk arm. I was like, oh God, someone had no kids that day. Cause she had shattered them nuts.
You know, so if more people would get punched in the nuts, the world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be on my next shirt. Trademark.
Dick punch.
That's the trademark.
I think she can make that shirt. That'd be awesome.
I am coming that shirt.
That'd be awesome. I'll be the first one to wear one.
Saving humanity one day.
That's gonna be cool as I don't know what.
I do have shirts available. Yep. RFPG.com. What's the other one that you started up to that one? I don't know. It's on my Facebook. I'm terrible right now, but I'm driving. I don't think it's safe for me to open up that.
It's all
I
good.
am talking on a hands-free device. That's why you can hear my sister and my niece.
It's all good.
Yep.
I really enjoyed this. This is really awesome. You are awesome. I really appreciate
I'm
this.
happy I got you into your shell. Don't be afraid to do a little crazy stuff. We're all mad here.
Yeah. This is so much
I'll
fun.
get back to this if it's okay with you.
Yeah.
It's this time.
What you say?
And I said, I'm going to go back to try this Thursday. I teach my GPS because I'm coming on first stuff.
Okay.
So, I appreciate the time. You helped me go fast, or helped everything go fast really, really fast.
That's cool.
And I have to wrestle. That hit it up with what? I'm wrestling in a hardcore show. It's some kind of like voluntary state death match.
Mm-hmm.
Against a guy named Graham Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be fun. And then Sunday I have wrestling Dale Patrick in a Forza bullshit match in AWR in Indianapolis. And that will be on IWTV as well.
Okay, cool.
So I'm telling you, 3 days, dude.
That's cool.
The next time I talk to you, you better say, Nick, I checked it out.
Yeah, I'm
You're
definitely.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be gangster. That's what I'm gonna say to you.
Okay, Flophouse. 3 days, promo code Flophouse. One word. FLOPHOS.
Cool.
I'm glad you made this different.
Thank you so much again.
It's not a problem, man. Thank you. You have a good night.
You too. All right.
Bye.
See ya. This is another episode that I'm proud to say that I actually got a chance to do, and this is a really cool person, and hopefully, in the near future, we'll get to talk again. Make sure Mickey Knuckles is what her name is, and not Mickey Knox, Mickey Knuckles. She's a very good wrestler, and I'm very proud that I got to talk to her, and hopefully in the future, we'll get to talk again, and from now, I'm just going to sign out like usual and get back hopefully this weekend. All right, bye.